Hello, everyone. Welcome back. It's Ash from Ash Knows Travel. Thank you so much for hopping on my live stream today. Go ahead and say hey. I'm happy to have you here. We're going to do a deep dive on top benefits of being a travel advisor and why it's worth it. So, my name is Ash. I do all things travel, travel booking, travel advisor trainings, and even to why you should become a travel advisor. And tonight I'm going to dive into why technically I became a travel advisor because of the perk side, right? And the amazing benefits of this life, okay? And I do have a spoiler for you guys. It's not just about discounts, okay? Being a travel advisor, that is a lifestyle that we love to have. So, if you are looking for flexibility, freedom, travel perks, and of course income, all while doing something you love, in this live, I'm going to show you how booking travel might actually just pay you back. So let's go ahead and get into it. You're going to have the availability to earn while you explore, okay? A lot of people don't know this, but I'm here to tell you, every time you book travel, there is commission tacked into every package, unless you're booking a wholesale rate, which you don't have access to as a consumer. So I'm assuming you don't. But when you're booking on Expedia, when you are booking directly with the hotel, there is commission tacked into every single booking. Why are you paying them and not paying yourself? Okay. You have the availability to grow your income potential here. You can scale your business as big or as little that you want. Why? Because everyone travels. So you're not selling anything here. This is a service that you are providing to them to make their travel better. So all you have to do, because since everybody's traveling, is get in front of them and start building client relationships. We have the availability here on our team at Passports and Profits to take that to a whole new level. We have automated marketing. We have tools and strategy, okay? And I'm not giving you these tools and strategies based off of what I've read or based off of what I found here or there. No, I'm giving it to you because I myself am a top booker. So I'm telling you exactly what I do to get clients, and we are adjusting it to fit your comfortability. That's it. That's the only thing that is going to be different from any other type of this is what we're selling kind of deal. Okay. On top of that, you're going to have a lot of bonus incentives because here, when you are a travel advisor, they love making a product of a product, right? You want to be the product of the product. So you're going to have a lot of extra earnings for meeting those booking goals. What do I mean? A lot of times they have rewards that are tacked in automatically to when you're doing the booking. Okay. So you book so many nights here, you're going to get that free stay. You're going to have those different type of rewards and earning free cruises, theme park tickets, discounts, onboard credits. Just for being a travel advisor, sometimes we get onboard credits. Doing a training might get you extra ones that you can give to your clients, right? And even BAM trips. Okay. So this is kind of just the first starting part of being able to earn while you explore. Now, I do have some things that I want to show you guys because I want to give you examples. I don't want to just read the screen. I'm going to show you live. So give me 1 second. Let me change my page. So making sure you can see it. And yes, you can. Let's keep going. So what does that look like for you? What does that mean, earning while you explore? So we have a lot of unmatched perks and benefits while being a travel advisor. First things, getting certified with like Princess and Cunard, you're going to get options for free cruises after you complete the training. The only thing that you have to pay for are taxes and fees because that's government charge. I can't even get around that, so nobody can. So on top of that, it's kind of the same situation for Disney, Universal. I've seen SeaWorld sometimes. They all have their own little free theme park theory, okay? Their tickets or discounted trips, etc. They all have their own little benefit program. And all you have to do is get certified with them as well, right? And then on top of that, we have catch and merchandise opportunities for attending vendor trainings. What did I tell you? Being a product of a product is a great way to obtain clients. So our vendors are going to give you opportunities and incentives to learn more about them because the more you learn, the more you sell. The more you sell, the more you earn for not only them, but for you. So it's a win-win. On top of that, we have wholesale platforms here. So those $4,000, $5,000 prices through Expedia and all the other booking sites that are the same, we have the availability to remove all of those extra fees, commissions, etc. So we have access directly to travel discounts and wholesale rates for even personal travel, or you will have the availability to take that and add commission at your own, you know, mindset. You decide on that commission and add it to a wholesale rate and give it to your client. So it kind of goes both hand in hand. You get access to it, you can give your clients access to it, but add your fee so you make sure you get paid for it. Right? Familiarization trips with vendors. Let me show you what that means. So you can explore the world. This is one of our vendors, Culture Holidays, at half the cost. So you're gonna have access to what we call fam trips, which are familiarization trips. So I don't know. Go ahead and comment below. I want to see where is a place that you ever wanted to go, because being a travel advisor will give you that option of traveling like half off, as you can see here with our Dashing Dubai trip and our Bali trip. So there's a lot of perks that are going to be available to you guys, and that's just some of them. We have discounted cruise rates, so you guys can take like 7-night cruises. This one's from last year because I haven't pulled this year's, but this was a 7-night cruise with on the MSC. For a balcony, for me, would have been only $198 per cabin, which means it includes 2 people. Here's that free cruise opportunity that I was referring to with Princess and Canard. They are not basic cruises, guys. They're nice. They want you to learn on these cruises. So here's like a 12-day Southern Caribbean Islander, okay? And it was only $163 for an interior room for me and another person. And I could add 2 more people for $283, or I can upgrade the room for a little bit more. But regardless, it's a free cruise option, and all I'm paying is the port fees and taxes. And if I do anything extra that raises the taxes, that's fine. But typically, they do have those free kind of cruise options, right? And then we even have that wholesale rate that I was referring to here. Here's an example. So typically, if you were to go through Expedia, Hotels, Priceline, you'd be paying almost a $4,000 difference. But this wholesale website, which is our Evo Plus, gives us the discount and the wholesale rate. So it's $610 for 10 nights to stay in Tulum, Mexico. But the taxes is included, so you can add a couple hundred on there. But still, $800 is better than $3,946, right? And then here's another example. It always cuts it off at the bottom, but $442 wholesale rate. This is Profit Agility, so you can stay in Las Vegas for a week. We love that. They give discounted resort weeks, and you can actually, there's commission right here. You can't see it, but it says $413. You could add this if you were going to give it to a client, add in that type of commission, and still be able to make profit and to save your client money. So we like that. Lastly, one of my favorite things we have here too is the Evo Rewards platform. So I like this because it's not just about saving money on travel as a travel advisor. They also give us discount on daily life essentials, and our rewards platform like Evo Rewards gives us daily rewards on like theme tickets. I mean, honestly, any type of smaller part of travel and larger part of travel is there too, and all of your daily life essentials. So let me switch back over. So that's just a little bit on how you can be a travel advisor and earn while you explore. You can really work from anywhere as well. So it's going to give you that ultimate flexibility. I like this feature because as a mom of 6, this really speaks out to me. That's exactly why I started, was because I was looking for a way to make money at home, doing something simple like booking travel, but being able to still bring in income for my family. And now at this rate, my husband, who's an engineer, I make roughly almost the same as him, right? Now I am in year 3, so I have built it to that, but it's important to acknowledge that because I did it from home. So I have ultimate flexibility. I choose where to work, when I work. There's no commute, no office politics of making sure you're in dress code. I'm in pajamas, okay? That's okay, that's fine. Also on top of that, I have the true freedom. That's what we're all working for. That's what we're trying to achieve. It's freedom, right? So I build my career around my family commitments. While working, I can travel the world. And of course, I am able to design that ideal work-life balance, which is a huge thing for me because having a family and working is hard. We know that, right? So it's important that we find that balance when it comes to life. And being a travel advisor has provided that for me. Now, On top of the incredible travel perks, I've already showed it to you guys. A lot of them, we get that VIP treatment. We get a lot of complimentary trips and exclusive discounts. And another thing I love about being a travel advisor, especially being on my team, you guys are going to get expert training and support. Okay, my team, listen, we have trainings on trainings on trainings. That's a great thing because you're going to have a step-by-step launch guide. You're going to know exactly what to do. That is important as a travel advisor. You get that kind of support. You're going to get your industry certification. So you will be a certified travel advisor, and then ongoing mentorship. So me, myself, you're listening to this, you like this, you join my team, I am your mentor. As you can see, I go live. I train a lot. I'm talking to my agents. I'm working with my agents. I've got the connections with being with Archer Travel because I've been here for 3 years. So I have everything that you need to be successful, and I have the availability to make sure that you have all the tools, the proper settings, so you have the same opportunity that I have, right? That is my goal as a mentor. As long as you have everything that you need to be successful, of course, it's up to you to decide what you do with it, but you're going to have everything you need, and that's for sure. Now, on top of that, one of my favorite things about being a travel advisor is our community. We have an amazing community. A lot of the people that I work with, they are more than just junior business partners or business partners. It's more than that. We have a lot of, friendships, and we have people that understand, right? When you're at work, don't you love talking to your coworkers? Okay. We have that too, because they understand what it's like to book travel. So if you have frustrations or, you need a new idea, there's always going to be that peer network that you're going to have with the fellow advisors, and that daily support. We do daily live Q&As. You need help there. I go live daily 3 times a day. So you can catch me there, or you can contact me, call me, text me, right? On top of that, you're going to build a lot of supplier relationships. We have business development managers that are located within your state. Okay. If you're international, we have a lot of them international too. And you can meet them. You can attend MSC ships sailings. You can attend movie night on the ship. They have a ton of events for us to attend. Why? Because the more you know, the more you sell. So they're here to help. And then, of course, since we're working on a team, we have the availability to celebrate your wins. That's what we do here. That is one of the biggest things with partnering with Archer and Evolution, is that they celebrate the wins. We always say people over profits, and we mean that. And I make sure that I implement that, because it's important that even the smallest setup is a win, because you are doing something that a lot of people, it's not that they're afraid to do it, it's just they just don't care to learn. But then they sit here and they watch me be successful 3 years later, and they're like, well, how did you do it? Because I took the time to learn. And if you have that and you're teachable, you can be successful just like any other travel advisor. So one of my favorite things, lastly, that I want to talk to you guys about is when people hear about becoming travel advisors, they acknowledge that there's an investment. Anytime you start something, there's an investment. I hate to tell you that. And any job that you get, it requires money to start. And you're going to say, well, no, it doesn't. But yes, let's talk about it. So first of all, you're going to need gas, because you need to get there. So if you don't have gas, you need a bus pass. You need something to get to that location. On top of that, you're going to have to have that regardless. Okay. You're going to have to build that every day. So if you're borrowing a ride, or if you're driving there yourself, you have maintenance on your car, you have gas that you have to take, right? I don't have any of that, but you do. So on top of that, you're going to have that uniform. You have to pay for the uniform. Or if you don't have it, you got to go out and buy it, buy the shoes, and if it doesn't come out first, it's going to come out of your check, because I know the company's not going to pay for it. So they're going to come out of your check somehow, right? So when people say, well, there's a startup cost when you become a travel advisor, yeah, you have to pay for all the tools. Nothing is free these days. We acknowledge that, right? But at least there's no hidden surprises. There's no hidden surprises. I paid $89 to start my travel business. I work for myself. I'm partnered with Archer and Evolution, but I am my own boss. I scale how much profit I make. I know the levels that I can take it to. Okay. I paid $89 to do that. And that is the equivalent of going out to eat with my family, because I have 6 kids. So it's roughly about $90. So I took one time out of the month, instead of going out to eat to Applebee's or whatever, and I invested it in myself. And now I'd make 5,000 plus commission a month. That's it. Okay. So minimal startup costs, the investment compared to a traditional business is significantly lower. There's no office overhead. You can work from home without expensive rent or equipment. All you really need is a laptop. And honestly, I didn't even start with a laptop. I started with an iPad. And then when I started making a lot of commission, I invested in a Mac, and it was the best thing ever. But in that investment, right? I'm talking about investment. So the $89, there's a tax write-off because there's a lot of tax advantages. The Mac that I bought was a tax write-off. Anything that you put in to make yourself successful as a travel advisor is a tax write-off. Your travel, if you take a trip to learn, if you're going on vacation and it's a new resort and you've never been there and you turn it into content, tax write-off. Your home office, tax write-off. Electricity, part of it, tax write-off. Internet, part of it, tax write-off. Why? Because it's required for you to be a travel advisor. So when you're thinking about making commission, also think about all the amazing tax write-offs that are going to help you. Okay. It helps in so many different ways because, for example, I'm going to give you another one. It's a little bit different than most people, but my husband's an engineer, so he makes quite a bit of money, right? So when you make quite a bit of money, what happens? You pay more taxes. But since I have a tax write-off 1099, that's what I am, and that's what you would be too as a travel advisor. You want to be. You don't want to get paid hourly because you can make $5,600 in commission. I'm not getting paid $10 for that. Nope. But as 1099 tax write-off, my tax write-offs also not only help paying towards that, but it helps towards him too, right? It technically because we're paying taxes. So having tax write-offs and having a business setting has really helped me along with that too. And that's something that you can see in years when you start making more money. Okay. Don't think of it lightly, but I'm just explaining to you that this has benefited me the moment I said yes to something that is, honestly, I just saw travel perks and I saw the availability to make money from home. I don't leave my home to do this. I do everything on my laptop or my phone, mostly from my phone on most days, and I'm able to make money. When I saw that opportunity, I jumped immediately because I saw the value in it. So if you're listening to this and you hear the value in it, make sure you like, follow, and subscribe because I go over everything here. All right. I talk about the benefits of being a travel advisor because a lot of us are unpaid travel advisors already. I also talk about travel trainings. So if you ever are interested in booking travel yourself or you want to learn how to better book travel in that way, I teach that. And also how to become a travel advisor. So all things travel, you can find it here. And if you are listening and you like something like this, you want to know how to start, feel free to visit my website, passportstoprofits.com. It should say passports to profits, not profit, but passportstoprofits.com. You can schedule a chat here. You can comment here. I can reach out to you. And I'll teach you about launching your business and working for yourself and getting certified and teaching you about how to book your first client and giving that availability for you to live your dream, travel, earn, and just enjoy true freedom. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something today. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. I'm going to stay live for a little bit longer. And yeah, I'm just here to teach you. So thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.